Hello, my jewelry friends. Welcome back to Dizzy Treasures. My name is Melissa. Today I have a lot for you guys that I bought on eBay, actually. I paid about $75, I believe, shipped for this lot. I saw some really cool things when I was looking at the pictures, of course, or else I wouldn't have purchased it. And we're going to go through this today, so we'll dive in. If you don't mind, like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And of course, let me know in the comments what your favorite piece is as we go through this lot together. So we'll just dive in right here with this little pair of earrings. These kind of caught my eye. This person actually had everything all wrapped up really nice in paper towels. That's been happening a bit lately, which doesn't usually happen when I order these types a lot. So I just sort of unwrapped everything and plopped it into a pile on the table. So let's take a peek at these little earrings. I saw these on the cards as I dumped out the lot. These look like they're sterling silver. I'm going to take a closer look here in a moment, but look how cute these are. They're like little seagulls flying over an abalone sea. Super cute. And they do look like sterling to me. Oh, yep, they are marked here. They look like they are marked TM07 right here, which usually indicates a Mexico mark. Taxco, for instance, uses marks like that. This is probably not Taxco, but it could be. And then right here, 925, it looks like MMP. Or MMR, MMB. It's hard to tell because the bottom of that letter is kind of cut off. If anybody knows what that is, please do let me know in the comments. I'll try to do some research as well, but these are super cute. Very lightweight too, which I actually prefer. I like lighter weight earrings myself that don't pull my earlobes down. Next we've got this little guy. Actually, not so little. This is very cool. This is a big, chunky turquoise cuff bracelet. I believe this is turquoise. Let's see. Yeah, these look like real turquoise chip stones with some blue glass beads around the rest of the cuff bracelet. This is very pretty. Usually when you see bracelets like this, they're vintage, but I'm not too sure with this one. The beads look vintage, but the wire looks so shiny new. I almost wonder if it's a newer piece maybe that someone made, but this is really very pretty. I love that one. Okay, next we have this ceramic pendant here. This looks homemade. Blue glazed, no markings, very unique. And we have another pendant here. This is very cool as well. I don't believe I see any markings on this one. Let me just take a closer look. No markings. Doesn't look like sterling. It looks like it's probably silver tone, but this is very pretty. It has some mother of pearl. I'm not sure what this red is. This might be coral. You can kind of see how it has all of those little indentations. So that's very pretty. Next, we have a very small gold tone chain, quite long. And let's see. This does not have any markings. And when you see this style of lobster claw clasp, it often means it's just a cheaper Korea-made piece or Chinese-made piece, a newer piece. And sometimes you will actually see these clasps, and on the clasp attachment or the clasp itself, it will be marked 14 karat or 925. And whenever you see this clasp, they never are. They're just fake markings. Next, we have this brooch. Looks like this guy's missing its pin, which is a shame because it's really pretty. I love purple, so that's a very pretty brooch. I'll just have to put this in a repair lot. Next, we've got this pair of gold tone earrings here. These are very lightweight. They almost feel like they're hollow. I'm going to take a closer look at these. Okay, and these are marked right in here. Bronze, Mylor, Italy. Right there. And these are very pretty. These are bronze with a gold vermeil or gold wash. And they are very nice. They're very lightweight. kind of chunky. They're very nicely made. Mylor makes beautiful pieces, whether it's their gold sterling or even their bronze line. They're always very pretty. I like those quite a bit. There are a lot of earrings in this lot, so if I find singles, I'll just pull them out and put them to the side till we get to the end. They should pretty much all have their pairs. This is a nice little pair of lightweight gold tone, kind of interesting shaped hoop earrings. No markings on those. And next we have, I thought these were earrings, but I'm not so sure. They're either pendants or maybe they just lost their ear hooks. I'm not sure what these are made out of. These are the weirdest things. They almost remind me of, I don't know if you guys remember Shrinky Dinks. It's a plastic material. You would draw on it, cut out your picture, and then put them in the oven and they would shrink and become hard and you could make pendants and earrings or just, you know, cute little tchotchkes out of them. This is what this reminds me of. So I don't know if that's what this is. They also kind of look like fake fingernails, which is kind of creepy. But yeah, those are kind of weird. You find some very interesting stuff going through lots of jewelry, I'll tell you. Then we have one of these little circle pins. I see these all the time. This one looks to be unmarked. It has a little bit of gold tone wear, so I'll probably just toss that one in a craft lot. Then we have this glass and metal bracelet. This one has quite a bit of wear as well. It's a silver tone, but a lot of the plating is unfortunately wearing off. It doesn't feel too good. I've seen these before with beach glass as well. They are pretty, but this one's going to go into craft. Okay, and next we have these turquoise chip hoop earrings. These are really pretty as well, kind of boho style. I like these a lot. These do appear to be real turquoise chips. It looks like maybe, I thought maybe these gold pieces were freshwater pearls, but I don't think so. They might just be glass or little metal beads, but these are very pretty, definitely newer. But people love this Southwest kind of style, so I always love getting stuff like that. Then we have this piece. This is very interesting. This reminds me of kind of like an Aztec sort of piece. It looks to be made of like a clay or terracotta. This is very interesting. I'll have to Google image this and see if I can find anything like it. Very cool kind of 3D little person here. That's very unique, very cool. Then we've got this gold tone swirly pin here. No markings, pretty basic. Next, we've got some silver tone hoop earrings here. I don't see any markings. They almost looked like they would be sterling, but they're definitely not. A little bit worn out, not too bad. Then we've got this silver tone ring here. No markings that I can see. And this pretty cool silver tone gladiator helmet type mask. This is pretty neat. Probably nothing too crazy unmarked, I would guess. Yeah, it's unmarked, just a fashion piece, but that's really pretty cool. Then we've got this little gold tone orchid pin. We had found one of these in one of our recent lots that was sterling. So this one is probably just a gold wash. I suppose this one actually, it could be sterling as well with a gold vermeil. I'll have to test it, but it might just be gold tone. Still very cute though. This is just a green stone cabochon. It may have popped out of something that's in here, so I'll put it aside. Let's see if I can find any earring pairs here. Oh, this is adorable. Oh my goodness. Perfect for this time of the year. Little scarecrow with a pumpkin pin. This is made by the company Best. They do make a lot of really cute holiday pins. This is definitely something I'll get listed ASAP because he is just so cute. And he is a brooch and a pendant. And this stuff kind of sells like hotcakes this time of the year, so that's a definite quick list item. Next, we have this little pin. It's kind of like a woman portrait pin. It's very interesting. It looks like a transfer piece, but it also has this like, I was going to say it was like a crystal-y type finish, but it might just be glue. It's very strange. It's textured and definitely a vintage piece. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's kind of bizarre, but I do like that it's a portrait piece. I would probably add something like this to a cameo lot. I know it's not technically a cameo, but it kind of has that same vibe. Next, we have this adorable pin here. So this is one of the pieces I saw in the photos when I was looking at the lot that I fell in love with. Look how cute this is. This is a little like enchanted fairy tale castle. It's enamel. I love the colors and the detail. It's a pin and a pendant, and I do believe I actually might see a little mark. It's really, really hard to make out, but right down here, it might say 925. It could be enameled sterling. I would have to gently test the edge of one of these pieces to not disturb the enamel. But either way, this is absolutely adorable. I will try to Google image this and see if it belongs to any certain designer. But is this not the cutest thing? This was one of the first things. There were a couple things I saw on this lot, but this was one of the ones that really drew me to purchase. Next, we have this faux pearl necklace. I believe it's faux pearls. Yeah, looks like it. And I think this one's, judging by this clasp, is probably a Monet. Yep, Monet often uses these little kind of bumpy clasps for their faux pearl necklaces. And this one is in really good shape. I find these a lot with a lot of verdigris, so it's nice that that one's in good shape. And it's a nice size, probably about 20 or 22 inch long, which is nice. All right, then we have this wire stone pendant here. This is really neat. It kind of looks like maybe a tree of life. And I really love how these stones are kind of rainbow colored. We have some jasper, it looks like citrine, maybe aventurine, some amethyst. I think that's sodalite and maybe some quartz. This is really pretty. I'm going to take a closer look. I don't see any markings. And I don't think this is sterling. I'll test it to be sure, but I don't believe it is. But this is really pretty. This would look great on a long matching chain. I really love this piece. It's like almost like a wave of semi-precious stones. Very pretty. Next, we have this stretch bracelet. This is pretty worn out. I don't think I see any markings. It is kind of cool, but stretch bracelets often get stretched out, and I would hate to sell one to someone and then it breaks on them. It's even happened to me. I'll stretch them out to test them and they break. Beads go flying everywhere. Okay, then we have these very unique little earrings. These are wire faces. I think these must be handmade. Look at how funny these are. They're little wire wrapped faces, and each one is kind of opposite of the other, which is really funny. These are so cute. I kind of like to sell artisan stuff like this because it's often one of a kind. It's very unique, and people love quirky, strange things. So it's amazing what can sell. These are really very, very cute and interesting. Then we have a bolo tie here. This has a sliced geode piece on it. I generally only sell bolo ties when they're marked with a designer. I mean, you could certainly list this too, but I will often save something like this for like a southwestern lot that I will list. But still very pretty. All right, let's see what else we have here. Here's a little heart-shaped pin, and it looks like it has an arrow going through the heart. This one looks like it could be sterling silver. I am not seeing any marks. It definitely looks a bit older to me with the C-clasp and the way the hinge looks. This is definitely an older pin. And then it has the bail, but the bail is kind of in a funny position there. I don't know how you'd really even put a necklace through that. But this is very cool. I'll test it. I'm pretty sure that's sterling silver though, so that's a nice find. Okay, next we have this hinged cuff bracelet. Oh, this is Spartina. I see the little mermaid on there. Let's see if I can get this open and show you guys the marking. Oh, you push down on the button and it opens. And yep, there's the marking inside, Spartina 449. That's nice. These bracelets don't go for a ton of money, but I really like them. They're always very unique and cool with the enamel, so we'll definitely list that one too. Very pretty. Next, we have some massive hoop earrings here. My goodness, I could wear these as a bracelet. I mean, that is how big these are. Let's take a closer look, see if we can find any marks. These are not marked anywhere that I can see. I do not think they're sterling. I think I see some like brassy base metal coming through, but I will test them just to be sure. The fact that they have this seam here too makes them really not look sterling, but I like to test things anyway, just to be positive. There have been times I've thought something wasn't sterling and it turned out to be, so you just never know. Next, we have this very pretty crystal necklace here. Black and clear crystals. This just looks like a fashion necklace. And this appears to be probably a part to one of those necklaces where you can add and remove strands, because this has two clasps. So still very pretty. Just a fashion piece, but I like that. Then we have this very interesting little tack pin, or tie tack push pin. Another kind of interesting face here. I don't know that I would say this is Aztec or Mayan. I'm not really sure what this is, but it's very cool. This is made of brass. I don't see any markings. If anybody knows what this symbol or this face represents or what culture it would come from, please do let me know. I'll try to Google image it as well. And then next we have this cuff bracelet here with the abalone inlay. This is nice. It does have some wear to it, and actually now that I look closer, I do see it is broken here. It doesn't look like sterling. I would say this is alpaca silver. And I will put this in a repair lot just because it is broken there. It's seen better days, but it is pretty. Okay, then we have this dyed mother of pearl pendant necklace. It's got like a little bamboo kind of inlay there. And then I think these beads are, I'm not sure what these beads are. I think they're glass, green glass. Looks like kind of a touristy piece. No markings on that one. And then we've got this interesting necklace here. This is very long, silver tone with lots of blues and clear pieces. This almost reminds me of like a Chico's piece, but I don't see. Oh, wait. Haha. It is a Chico's piece. I've seen so much Chico's jewelry that I think I just know it even without knowing it. So that's a nice Chico's necklace. Chico's is very hit or miss, but I do always list it because it does sell. Sometimes it sits for a while, but it usually does move. So that's very cool. Then we've got this long stone and silver tone necklace. I think I saw a Coldwater Creek tag on there. Yep, there we go. They always use these little metal leaves for their tags. And this is cool. It does have some wear, but it's very long, and I really like the components. Coldwater Creek uses some really nice components. They do make some sterling jewelry They use a lot of real stone and freshwater pearl, even on their silver tone fashion jewelry. They make really high quality stuff. It doesn't command much money. I'm honestly surprised it doesn't have more of a following because I think it's really beautiful. I mean, these have really beautiful crystals and, excuse me, not crystals, quartz pieces and little freshwater pearls. Really very pretty. Trying to get through some of these necklaces here, and then we'll work on the earrings more. Here we have a long multi-chain silver and gold tone beaded necklace. This kind of feels Chico's to me too. Let's see. Yes, this is Chico's as well. I think I've actually had this necklace before. And that's happened to me quite a few times with Chico's. I end up obtaining multiple of the same necklace over time. Straightening this out here. Yeah, this is very nice. I like this with the metal silver and gold tone beads. Very pretty, really good condition. Then we have, this is very interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. This is a straw woven pendant necklace. It feels like wicker almost, or something of that nature, but a little bit more fine. That's very cool. It must take a lot of work to do this. Look at all that stitch work. This is very interesting. I don't know that it's particularly old, but I will look into it just because I've never seen something like that before. Then we have this pendant necklace here. This looks like it is on a copper or bronzy type metal. I don't know that this is a stone. I think it might be acrylic, and it's on like a faux leather cord here. No markings. And next we have this necklace. This is very pretty and sparkly. It just has a lobster claw clasp. But this is very pretty. These little glass crystals are very, very sparkly. And then it has a little stone here, a red and clear stone. Kind of dainty, simple, but very pretty. No markings. Then we have whatever this is supposed to be. I think this might be a necklace that broke because the clasp was attached down here, and it looks like that would be more of the necklace. So we'll put that in craft. Then we have these dangle earrings. These look like they would be Cinnabar. They might be, I was going to say they might be faux Cinnabar, but they do look like they have the lines. So Cinnabar is very interesting. It's actually a very thick red lacquer on, I believe, wood, and they layer and layer and layer this lacquer, and it's a Chinese art. And then what they do is they carve into the lacquer to make these beautiful designs, and you can tell when it's real because if you look, it's going to be probably impossible to see on camera here, but if you look down into the crevices where they carved and look at the sides, you will see the layers. So when they carve it down, you can see the multiple layers of lacquer, and I do see that on these. So I think they are real Cinnabar with some brass balls and just regular kind of worn out gold tone ear hooks here. Most Cinnabar doesn't really go for a lot of money. It used to command a higher price. It's gone down in price a lot, but these are still very cool. There are definitely people out there who still collect it. So, and next we have this necklace. Ooh, this is a Brighton necklace. I'm sure I've said it before. I always love finding Brighton. I'm a Brighton fan. This is a very pretty one, and it's in really good shape. You find Brighton often worn to death, where you pull the necklace out and it just looks horrible. And I find a lot of Brighton jewelry that way. It's not really meant to be worn when you go swimming in the ocean and swimming in your pool, and you should take it off when you shower because it is just plated, and that plating will wear off if you don't take care of your Brighton jewelry. All the Brighton jewelry I own, I wear it and then I take it off. I put it away. I don't wear it to bed. I don't wear it, you know, when I'm exercising and whatnot, because it will get ruined. And I will just kind of clean it up with some soap and water from time to time to keep it shiny. This piece is in excellent condition, so that's really cool, and one I'll definitely add to my collection. Okay, next we have this necklace. This is super pretty. I really love this. This is, it might be abalone. I don't know. It almost looked so cool that it's not real abalone. I'm not really sure. But this is very neat. I love the style of this necklace. I'm going to try to hold it up so you guys can get an idea. It's almost kind of like a festoon style with the chains kind of crisscrossing, and it's got this crystal in the middle. This is the clasp. I don't see any markings. It looks like this is just a fashion piece, but I am in love with this one. This is super cool. It's not really my style. I don't think I would wear this necklace, but I really like it. I think even unmarked, and the fact that it's just a fashion piece, I would still list this one because it's just so cool. It's got a really pretty, almost more rose gold type color to it. I really like that one. I wish all jewelry had to be marked. It would just make our lives so much easier. And then we've got this necklace here. This is very pretty as well. This is a multi-gold tone chain necklace with this cool little tassel pendant on the end, and the tassel is more of the chain, just a little bit thinner. This is very cool. It has a lobster claw clasp. I would have at first glance thought this was maybe vintage, but with this style clasp, probably not. I don't see any markings on this. It does have a little bit of wear, but I think that's really pretty. Okay, and next we have this carved bead elephant pendant necklace. Let me take a closer look at this. This appears to be carved from bone. It doesn't look like ivory to me. It definitely looks like bone. This is something I would not even try to sell, though, just because I like to stay away from all the natural animal materials. It's too much of a pain to deal with, in my opinion. eBay's so picky about it, but very cool. The detail on these beads is pretty amazing. Probably just one I'll add to my ever-growing collection of ivory and other animal bone jewelry. The collection I never knew I was going to collect. Until I started just getting massive amounts of ivory and bone in all these jewelry lots that I buy, and I didn't know what else to do with it, so I just keep it. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We've got these very strange earrings, and I say strange because the finish on them is, I don't mean to be rude, but kind of awful. I don't know if these are just really worn out. They are marked. They have LBOR, I believe that says, Elbor, on the back on a sticker. I will look into these. Maybe they're really tarnished sterling. Hang on, let's see. I don't know. These are strange. They almost look like they could be tarnished sterling when you look at them on the back, but the front just, I don't know, feels weird. And they have some weird discoloration. I'll try to look into them more. If anybody knows this designer, please do let me know in the comments. But I'll test them too, just to be sure. And then next we have, this is very pretty. This is a faux pearl crystal tassel necklace. This has a little tag on it. This is Charming Charlie. Charming Charlie's is another brand that doesn't command much. I don't really even usually sell Charming Charlie stuff by itself. I'll lot it up or add it to one of my bigger by the pound wearable lots. But this is super, super cool. This is really nice considering. I really love this little, it's kind of like glittery faux pearl pendant with this really neat gold tone and white enamel tassel. And the tassel feels really cool. This is super pretty. It's just a fashion piece, but I really like that a lot. Very nice. And next we have a little pendant locket necklace here. This is really cute as well. Here's the clasp. There's a little circle on this chain. I'm not sure what that is. No mark that I can see. But this is really cute. This piece is ceramic. I like that quite a bit. Very cute. Next we have this bracelet. Oh my goodness, guys. Is this more Bohemian garnet? Oh my goodness. One moment, please, while I semi-freak out behind my camera here. Oh my gosh, I think this is Bohemian garnet. Goodness, I have been finding so much Bohemian garnet recently, and this is not something I saw in the photos on the auction. This is a hinged bangle with a safety chain. I've never had a Bohemian garnet bracelet. As you've seen in some of my recent videos, I've found a few rings, I found a couple of pins and a couple pendants. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, it looks like it's set in just like a brass, and it does look like it needs to be ever so slightly reshaped here, which I would have to do just so gently, or maybe not, possibly just sell it the way it is and let the new owner try to mess with that because I don't want to hurt it. But oh my gosh, look at this. Guys, I am floored. I mean, I just can't believe how much Bohemian garnet I have been finding. Beautiful Victorian piece, and it still has its safety chain intact, which is so wonderful. It's so hard and frustrating when you find a beautiful piece with a safety chain and the little piece attached to the bracelet is broken off, so you can't even fix the chain. If it's just missing a chain, you could fix it, but the fact that this one is fully intact is amazing, and it looks like it has all of its stones. Oh my goodness. I'm very excited. This is very, very nice. Wow. Okay, that right there makes the whole box worth it. I mean, we've already been finding some cool stuff, but that bracelet, that just seals it. This box is great. Okay, and next we have these earrings here. It looks like one of them is missing their hook. These are very cool boho style with like a bronze medal and some mother of pearl discs there. I like these a lot. It's a shame they're missing an ear hook. I'll probably put those into craft so someone can remake them or add a hook to them. There are a lot of people out there much more crafty than I. Then we have these. I like these a lot as well. I guess I just like jewelry. I'm always saying I like and love everything I'm finding, but you know, guys, what can I say? I'm a little jewelry obsessed. I think we all are on some level. These are really neat though. These are also kind of like a boho style. I'm checking here to see if I can find any markings. I don't see any, but I really like these a lot too. Very neat. Very unique pieces in this lot today. Then we have this little pendant. This is just a newer fashion piece, but look how sweet this is with the little guy and girl in there sharing the little headphones to listen to music. And it's making like an and symbol in the middle. That is so cute. Okay, next we have this pretty worn out gold tone heart filigree pendant. You see these in sterling silver a lot. This one, I don't think so. No, yeah, this one's definitely not sterling, just worn out gold tone. We'll add that to a crafting lot. Okay, let's see here. Next we have a little tangle. We've got a silver tone fashion chain, no markings. Then we have this kind of filigree style earrings. Keep getting stuck to this necklace. This filigree style leaf pendant necklace. This looks like just a fashion piece as well. No markings, very long. Another pretty piece for this time of the year. See if I can get some of these necklaces untangled. Okay. Then we have this pretty gold stone cabochon pendant necklace. That's very pretty. I really like the design on this, and it's on what looks like a gold tone chain here. The clasp is marked 925. Whoops, sorry about that. Right here on the clasp. It might be a vermeil, sterling silver vermeil. I say might be because the clasp almost looks like it doesn't belong to the chain, so I would have to test the clasp and the chain just to be sure. The pendant itself doesn't have any markings, but I really like that one. Let's do these down here that I already untangled. Next, we have this necklace. This is a Coldwater Creek necklace here with some pink and white and amber kind of color glass beads. This one has seen better days too. It's pretty worn out. To the craft lot it goes. Then we have this little ball bead necklace. This is very fine and dainty. I'm going to check to see if this is sterling. And it looks like it is marked sterling on the clasp. It's going to be, I keep bumping my camera today. It's going to be a little hard to read because it was actually printed half over here and half over here. You see that every once in a while where it was stamped right where the little piece opens, and so it's not fully stamped. But it does say sterling. This is very pretty, very fine, and all of these little beads move individually, so that's very pretty. Very, very dainty and easily tangled, though, I must say. Then we have these little dangle earrings here, little glass beads, and these are actually marked sterling as well. That's cool. I thought maybe these ball pieces looked sterling. And I want to say even these metal beads might be sterling. I'll have to test it all as usual. Gosh, I feel like I say that 100 times a video. But I mean, it's a good thing, right? If I'm finding a bunch of stuff I need to test because I think it's a precious metal, then I really can't complain. But they are marked 925 right there on the back. They're kind of simple, but very cool. I like the little blue glass beads. And next we have this fashion necklace. This is super pretty. It is unfortunately very worn out. It is a kind of rose gold tone. It looks like rose flower shaped station necklace. And there's a little crystal in the center of each of the roses. So it's very pretty, but it's seen happier times. It's very worn out. So we'll add that one to craft too. Okay, then we have some little hoop earrings here. These are also kind of worn out. Add those to craft, no markings. Then we have a gold tone, what looks like a newer fashion necklace with this kind of modernist geometric kind of pendant. No markings on that one. Next we have this necklace. This is very cool. I like this quite a bit. This is a piece of abalone shell, and on the back it's very rough, just like it would have been if it wasn't polished right out of the ocean, which is really cool. It's even got like little sort of grains of sand or pebbles stuck in it, which is very, very natural and raw feeling. And then this side is polished with that beautiful abalone. And it looks like it has a copper wire design. I've said it before, I'm not a huge fan of these kind of black corded necklaces, but it kind of works with this one. And the way it's attached, there's really no bail. So the way it's on there, it kind of has to stay on there unless you alter the pendant. But that's really pretty. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? trying to pull out some of these necklaces to look at before we get to all the earrings. So next we have this little dainty gold tone heart pendant necklace. Very cute. Unmarked. Looks like one of those little cheaper necklaces you can buy at Kohl's in a little box. It's like a gift for your mom for Mother's Day or Christmas, something like that. Then we have a silver tone chain necklace. Let me take a closer look. I don't see any markings on this one. Then we have this very interesting, it looks like handmade artisan ring. I don't see any markings. It looks like it's just silver tone. Very unique. Then we have this gold tone chain necklace. This is a lariat style necklace. It's very long. And it is unfortunately missing a bar pendant at the end there. So we'll put that in craft. Oh, look, guys, that other half of that necklace. Here it is. We will add it to the other half that goes in the craft lot. Okay, then we have this guy here. This is very chunky. It looks like, I want to say faux amber. This might be, I don't think it's real honest to goodness amber. I think this might be reconstituted, or when they add amber chips and pieces to a resin to make an amber style necklace, but it's not truly amber. I think that's what this is, because you can see in here these big chunks of what look like real amber. So I have a feeling it's real amber chunks inside of a lucite or acrylic resin type bead. I'll do a little more research on this. I'm sure, you know, even faux amber necklaces do sell. People love them, but I don't believe this is true amber. Still very pretty, very long. I love that graduated bead style. Very nice find. Then we've got this necklace here. Another kind of boho style necklace. It has a big old toggle clasp, no markings. This does look handmade. It's kind of a little funky at the end here, but very heavy, definitely real stones. Then we have a rhinestone vintage necklace here. Very pretty. No markings that I can see. It looks to be in pretty good shape, which is nice because a lot of times you find these clear stones and they don't look good. So this is really nice. And there's the one AB crystal in the center of the teardrop there. So that's really pretty. And then next we have this little festoon style necklace. Ooh, this is really pretty, guys. Hang on, I'm going to try to untangle it for you so you can really awe at its beauty. Look at this thing. Oh goodness, it's not sitting right for some reason. I don't think it's particularly a very high quality necklace, but it's so pretty. Look at it. I really like this. It almost kind of reminds me of maybe an Avon piece. I'll flip it over in a second and we'll see if we can find a mark. But this is so pretty, the way the stones are set. I really love the colors. I don't see a mark anywhere on it, but it's really pretty. It's basically trying to look like a vintage piece. I really like that. Some pieces, even when they're just fashion jewelry, they just strike you, because even some newer stuff can be made really pretty. It's not quite the same as the vintage pieces, but there's some really nice stuff out there. And it doesn't always have to be designer name brand stuff either. There's a lot of stuff that's unmarked and beautiful. So okay, next we have one of these. I've seen quite a few of these style necklaces. It's usually, I believe, nephrite, jade, and coral. This one's really pretty, though. Little flower pendant. No markings on that little guy. I really love the way these leaves, they're not just carved, but they also have this, like, they look like a real leaf. They're kind of shaped like a leaf would be. So that's really cool. So much detail. Then we have this glass crystal station necklace, very worn out. That one will go in craft as well. And a silver tone chain, nothing too crazy, also pretty worn. Then we have another silver tone chain. This little gold tone circle pendant chain. This also has quite a bit of wear, no markings. And here we have a teardrop pendant necklace, gold tone. It looks like it's missing a crystal. This is marked on the back. This is actually, I think this is a, it's an H with a heart around it. Excuse me, I was going to say in a circle. And I think it says Hedy, Hedy. I may have seen that mark before. I'll look into it and see if it's worth me replacing the crystal. It's very pretty though. Dainty again. Then we have a multi-strand, very tiny little gold tone necklace. Also has quite a bit of wear and tarnish there. No markings. This little pair of gold tone fashion hoops. Then we have this little ring here. This is gold tone. Also has quite a bit of wear. All right, let's see if we can figure out some of these earrings here. Oh, so here's a Brighton bracelet that looks exactly like what I was talking about earlier. This is what Brighton jewelry will look like when you don't take care of it and you wear it in the pool and wear it when you're sweaty. Look at this. Oh, this poor thing. It breaks my heart. You can see how the silver tone is pretty much just gone. It's all turning black and yucky colors. And Brighton jewelry can be cleaned if it's lightly dirty, but when you see it and it looks like this, the plating is just coming off and it looks terrible. There is no fixing this. Unfortunately, I will throw this in craft, although I don't even know what someone would use it for because it's so terribly in such terrible shape. But yeah, this is how I will often find Brighton jewelry when I find it. So that's why I got so excited to find that beautiful necklace earlier. Then we have this adorable little typewriter charm. Super cute. Does this turn? Okay, no, I was going to say that would be adorable. This is marked Monet. So this is one of those little Monet charms. I've seen these before, not the typewriter, but Monet charms. I almost thought this opened, but it definitely does not. It's screwed down there. But Monet charms do have a pretty good following because people like to add them to their Monet charm bracelets. So that's a cool find. And next we have this silver tone pair of earrings. Let me see if I see any markings. I do not, and they are pretty worn out as well. Then we have these silver tone and brass earrings with these red glass cabochons. Very cool, no markings. Next we have a very dainty little fashion rhinestone bar necklace. No markings on this one. And we have this silver tone chain necklace with a heart. This looks like a faux Tiffany necklace, a Tiffany kind of style knockoff. No markings, not really in the best shape either. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got these very interesting kind of modernist style earrings. These are actually very cool. I do not see any marks. Oh, wait, let me just double check this. I think I actually do see a mark. Guys, I lied. There's a mark. I don't know that I can read it. It looks like it says, oh gosh, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Sometimes artisan jewelry like this, it's like etched into the metal and it's really, there we go. I think you can kind of see that. It looks like it says 18 KYSS on this side. And then over here, it might say Ann McCann, ANNMCCANN, Ann McCann. I will definitely look those up because I'm telling you, I am often blown away by the prices or the value of artisan pieces that are signed like this. They might not really look like much. Some people might even look at these and just go, ew, they're dirty and weird and, you know, they're not all one color and what's wrong with these earrings? But you would be shocked sometimes at the value of some of these artisan pieces because they're often one of a kind or the artist only made a few of them. And there will be a following for certain artists. When I first found my first Thomas Mann piece, I couldn't believe it. And I actually got a whole bunch of his pieces in one lot. It was amazing. And I couldn't believe how much some of them were worth. They sold a Thomas Mann necklace for, I think, close to $450. And that was just one of the, I think, 11 or 12 pieces I got of his. That was, oh man, that was long before I was doing YouTube. I wish I could have recorded those boxes from that seller that I had gotten because I got jewelry that was mind-blowing for, I mean, I almost paid nothing for it really, considering what a lot of the jewelry was worth. So that would have been cool to show you guys, but unfortunately most of that stuff is long sold now. But anyway, I digress. Definitely going to look these up because that's a very cool find, I think. Next, I have these little curly Q swirl earrings. Let's take a closer look. I don't believe these are marked, although after that last pair, I'm just going to double and triple check. Hang on, I dropped one on the floor. Okay. These I do think are not marked. They do appear to just be a really worn out gold tone fashion earring. And then we have these silver tone oval style hoops. These are marked Monet right there. And then we have this little pendant necklace here, gold tone. This is marked as well. This says JJI. And the chain is unmarked. Very pretty. Then we have a little kind of brass tone ring. This is made out of a button. That is so funny. This is a little button and then it's wire wrapped, not in great condition. Put that one in craft too. Next we have this rose gold tone necklace here. This is a Love AJ piece. I know about this brand, but I've never found one before. But unfortunately, this is in really bad condition. It's really worn out. The rose gold tone is just really gross. So that'll have to go into craft, unfortunately. Look how dirty my table is getting. My goodness, some of these jewelry lots. I'm used to it by now, but this is really pretty as well. This is a gold tone chain necklace with really pretty bezel set crystals. It does have a little knot here, so I'll have to get that out at some point. And I'm going to check the clasp. This almost looks like it would be sterling. Yes, it is. It says 925 JCM. I don't know if you can make that out. It's very tiny right there on the spring ring, but that's really beautiful. Very, very long. That was a really nice find. Very pretty. in good shape too, except for that little knot. Next we have some little worn out silver tone hoops, no markings. Then we have this flower pin, gold tone. Oh, it does have a marking. This is Catamore gold filled. You can see right there. And this flower is most likely ivory. Good golly, I have so much ivory now, it's insane. So that'll be another one to add to my collection. And then we have, I guess this is a pendant that's missing its cord. It's just a silver tone piece, no markings. Then we've got these earrings here. I've seen quite a few of these. They're usually just silver tone. These have hematite. I often see them with like a faux turquoise. No markings. Then we have this really pretty crystal pendant. This would be beautiful on a silver tone chain. Very pretty. I love the way it's faceted. That's a very pretty piece. Then we have this little worn out gold tone ring here. A little piece of beach glass pendant. This is very pretty. This is a stone pendant. I'm not too sure what this stone would be. If anybody knows, definitely let me know. And I do believe it has sterling findings, so that's very pretty. Okay, we have some little freshwater pearl. These are more disc or button shaped earrings. These are marked 925. Very nice. Then we've got some wooden beaded hoop earrings, no markings. Another gold tone ring. No markings that I can see. See if I can kind of get some pairs together here real quick. There's quite a lot of earrings in this lot. Oh, I'll show you this real quick, a little stone pendant. This looks pretty old actually, and it has a little horseshoe on it there. It's very interesting, definitely looks old. And another little necklace here. This is so cute. It's a little kind of brushed gold tone acorn with a faux pearl. And this is marked. This one is a Sarah Coventry. Marked right inside the acorn there. Quite a lot of earrings here. Here's a little worn out gold tone fashion ring. Let's see. Most of these should have their pairs, as I said, but it's just about finding them, getting them together here. We've got this little pair of glass and possibly, nope, I think glass. Yeah, glass dangle earrings. These are very unique. No markings on those. We've got a little pair of mother of pearl disc earrings. Another little worn out ring. Most of the rings in this lot have been very worn out. Some people wear their jewelry till it just can't be worn anymore, which is fine. Hey, I mean, I have some pieces I really love too, so I totally get that. Oh, here's another pair. These almost remind me of Kate Spade, but I'm not seeing any markings. These are very pretty, very sparkly. I really like these, actually. I think they're just a pair of fashion earrings, though. We have this tiny little faceted glass silver tone pendant. Little gold tone fashion necklace there, no markings. Then we have another necklace here. This is also pretty worn out. We're unfortunately finding a lot of worn out pieces in this lot, but it's okay because that Bohemian garnet bracelet, it makes up for everything. We'll put that one in craft. We've got a little Mickey Disney World 2000 pin. Got some faceted crystal earrings. These look like they may be on sterling silver ear wires. This is just a pendant. It looks like it's missing its bail. We'll toss that one in craft too. Got some pretty rhinestone earrings here on Marked Fashion. Oops, we got a little cute little vintage butterfly pin. That is adorable. Very small. Then we have these little earrings here. What on earth are these supposed to be? Are they little dinosaurs, maybe? It looks like they have an eye and an open mouth and like a tail. Are these, or maybe they're little dogs? I'm not sure, guys. What do you think these are? I'm leaning towards little dinosaurs, but I'm not really sure. Let's see if these are marked. They're very interesting. They are marked on the back, but they're marked kind of like all over. They have like an all over print, and I'm not really sure what it says. I think I see brass and I don't know. I'll have to look at these closer under a loop, but they do have marks all over the back of them, so I'll have to see if they're designer signed or not. Then we have this little, what looks like another piece of a necklace. Some super cute little enamel ladybug earrings. These are Avon. Very nice. Let's see here. Another little silver tone crystal pendant, no markings. We've got some silver tone ball stud earrings. No markings on those either. Some pretty gray stone earrings. These look like they also might have sterling silver ear hooks. They're not marked, so I will do some testing on those. We've got just a little blue beaded pendant. Oh, this is kind of interesting. This looks pretty old. This little dangle pin here, it appears to be gold filled. Oh, it is very old. It's marked IMW 7538. It's engraved 1938, I would imagine. That is amazing. I don't know what this signifies. There is what looks like a dove holding some leaves. The gold fill is pretty worn, but that's very interesting. I'm certainly going to have to look that one up. It's super cool to find really old jewelry marked like that. Here's another pair of earrings. This is very cute as well. Unfortunately, one hook is missing, but these are pretty with the little grapes and the crystal and the brass. These are unmarked, but those are very nice. Let's see here. What else do we have? Then we have this little pair of faux pearl earrings. I'm not sure if, oh, there's just stuff stuck on the faux pearls. I thought it was the pearl material chipping away, but it's not. Another little tiny pendant, no markings. Some silver tone earrings, no markings. Then we have these. These are kind of unique. I like these quite a bit. They have some pretty rhinestones and these really neat cone-shaped beads. These are just gold tone No markings, but I really think those are quite stunning. Then we've got some unmarked brass earrings. Some little dangle multi-stone earrings. These are pretty. I think those could be sterling silver as well. Then we have these. These are very pretty. These look like amber and sterling. They're marked 925. Very pretty. Then we have these little pearl earrings with the blue colored crystal. These are very nice. Let's see if these are sterling. Oh my goodness. These are marked 14 karat B Mexico. So these are 14K. I'm not sure what B Mexico is. B is probably the designer. Wow, these are amazing. These are real pearls, I would imagine. Yes, these are definitely real pearls. Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm going through all these earrings here thinking, okay, a lot of these are just sort of worn out. There's not much left here to be exciting, but look at that. Oh my goodness. These are so pretty. I don't know if these are maybe topaz. They're very pretty the way they're faceted, kind of cushion cut. I love these. And not just because they're 14 karat gold, but because they're just really pretty. I like the style. Wow, guys, that's amazing. It just goes to show, even when you get down to this little bits and pieces and you think, and I'm sure I've said this before too, you think, oh, this is just like junk left over here, worn out earrings and stuff. You just never know. That is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Wow. Never give up. We have some other earrings here. These are also pretty worn out, missing their ear hooks, no markings. Then we've got some kind of yucky, dirty mother of pearl dangle earrings, no markings. We've got these little wire earrings here. These also look to me like these wires may be sterling silver, so I will test those. Another ring here. This is just silver tone, no markings, also pretty worn. Some silver tone, silver plated hoop earrings, no markings. These are kind of pretty. They're just fashion earrings, but they have some pretty glass beads, no markings that I can see. Then we've got this fashion pair here. These are marked KC on the back for Kenneth Cole. Those are nice. Oh, blech. I hate when I find body jewelry in jewelry lots. It grosses me out so much. It probably shouldn't, but it does. And I always throw it right in the trash because I really don't want to send it along to anyone else. Yucko. We've got some abalone dangle earrings here, no markings. And then this cute little dainty pair of silver tone earrings with rhinestones, no markings on these. Oops. Oh, that guy doesn't want to stay straight. There we go. And then we have, these have very interesting hoops. They're very rounded. These are really neat. I like these. They have, I'm assuming faux pearls. Yep, faux pearls, but they have that little flower component there. I like these. They're very unique. They don't have any markings that I can see, but I think those are quite cute. Then we have another ring here. This one looks like it could be sterling, probably a homemade piece. I don't see any markings on it, but I'm pretty sure that one's sterling. And we have some fashion crystal earrings here. Some fashion hoops with dangles. This pair of silver tone fashion earrings with the red beads. We're getting down to the end here, guys. These little silver tone dangle earrings. Some silver tone hoops. These are in pretty yucky shape too. No markings. Then we have this pair of drop earrings with a pretty little stone in there. It might be coral. I don't see any markings on these. I am going to test these for sterling. They're just striking me as possibly sterling silver. Then we have a little CZ pendant here. No markings. Some little orange crystal silver tone earrings. These ball bead earrings, I think these are marked. Yep, these are marked sterling right there, 925. These need to be cleaned up, but that's nice. I always love finding sterling. We have some little crystal components there. Some little teardrop earrings. Sometimes these can be sterling silver, but these don't appear to be. And we have these little lever back heart earrings. No markings. I guess these were probably earrings at one point. It looks like some freshwater pearls. Then we've got this little pair here with some quartz and kind of bronze tone metal. These little fashion earrings. These fashion earrings, some dangle kind of chandelier style. A lot of these are not really in very good condition. Another little kind of chandelier style fashion earring. This earring is, oh, okay, it is two earrings together. I thought it was a single. These are interesting too, actually. Hold on, let's take a closer look at these. At first glance, it's like, okay, these are kind of odd with this material here, but they are kind of interesting looking. They do appear to be sterling silver. And I don't see any maker's mark, unfortunately. But if you look closely at these, this is all sterling. And these little pieces are all individually attached. I don't know if they don't move, but they're all individually attached to this piece of leather. And these, although unmarked, also definitely look like artisan style handmade. I'm trying to get them both the same direction here. Earrings. These are actually pretty cool. I will have to do some research on those as well. And then we have these little curly Q earrings here. Let's see if these have any marks. Nope, not sterling. They're pretty worn out as well. Try to clean up some of these crumbs here. Wow, so this was a very interesting lot. We unfortunately did get a lot of stuff that wasn't in great shape, but this Bohemian garnet bracelet, my goodness, that was a super cool find. I can't even believe that. And then these 14 karat gold earrings, which I will of course test, but that, I mean, these two pieces alone make the whole lot completely worth it. I mean, I am just shocked. It's funny to get a lot and be the most excited about only two things, but we got some other nice things too. I really love this little castle pin. These super cool artisan earrings that are signed were really neat. I loved this turquoise and beaded cuff bracelet. I think this is just too cool. Really very nice condition too. We definitely got some nice things. This Martina bracelet, like I said, those don't sell for much, but I like to get them. They're fun. Certain items are just kind of fun for me to list. These were pretty, the sterling and pearl earrings. So we definitely got a lot of really cool things in this lot. Definitely worth the price. And I can't wait to look into the designer of these earrings and what the B Mexico stands for on the 14 karat gold ones. Even this Charming Charlie necklace. I mean, like I said, Charming Charlie doesn't go for much, But this is such a cool necklace. I will have to list it anyway because I do believe someone will love it. So sometimes even when it's a brand you don't think is really worth much, if the piece strikes you with something interesting, it can be worth to look into it and maybe just, hey, pick a price, list it. You'd be surprised. People love things sometimes mark, no mark, or even a mark that's not that, you know, normally that interesting or amazing. So yes, definitely some really nice pieces. We got quite a bit of sterling silver and things that I believe will end up being sterling, like these earrings here, I'm pretty sure are going to be sterling. So we definitely got some cool stuff in this lot. I am beyond thrilled. It's really amazing what you can find. And this really old pin's super cool. So I've had a blast going through this with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed everything. As always, let me know what your favorite piece was. I really appreciate you being here, going through these jewelry lots with me. It's so much fun. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.